This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's an Odyssey station. And if you don't have the Odyssey app, well, you are missing out on a bunch of new Odyssey exclusive curated stations, man, which means they're curated specific musical formats for your specific musical taste.
I got an upcoming road trip to Spokane to go wrestle over there again. So you know what? I'm pulling up that Rock and Road Rock playlist, or the Odyssey station, sorry. That way we can enjoy some hair metal and bang our heads the entire way to Spokane, BJ.
That's really what this is like. I mean, these are stations that basically are just gigantic playlists that you would put together for yourself to fit your mood.
Or in the Kraken, it was a Wednesday for the draft. They're hoping that people are going to go out on their boats on Lake Union and have what they're calling a big sailgating event on Wednesday, because you know the big expansion draft is happening on Wednesday. So they're encouraging people to get out on Lake Union in sailboats or boats or any kind of thing, showing Kraken stuff. They'll be doing giveaways and giving prizes to people who have the best decorated boats and things like that. Maybe you should listen to the Jugger Yacht Rock station while doing that.
Oh,
you're on a boat, you need to listen to Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. On a boat.
Jugger Yacht Rock. And, yeah, man, I mean, there's a lot of these Odyssey exclusive stations, but you got to get the Odyssey app. You also can listen to us on the Odyssey app. It's all right there at your favorite app store. Odyssey, AUDACY, Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's time to pump it up for Monday. Oh, yeah. Pump it up. Pumping it up. Time to get pumped up for the Kraken. All the week. Yeah, get pumped up and go Squid Squad.
Go Squid Squad.
I love it. It's my favorite thing of all time. Let's get to our contestant. We got Katie on the Olympic Peninsula. Katie, are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Katie will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Katie, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I need to say that Hall & Oates, if you've seen them live, they're great.
Really? Have you seen that mustache live?
Is that a band?
No, it's like his mustache. Well, I guess if she was there live, she would have seen it live. Yeah, he was doing a little bit of a joke.
Half the time my eyes are closed and I'm just listening. So, I am ready to play.
Nice. According to Sicilian tradition, what is the only pasta to eat for good luck on New Year's Day?
Fettuccine?
No.
Fusilli?
No.
Cannellini?
No.
That's 3.
What instrument does Queen's Brian May play for the band?
Oh, God. Bass,
No.
drums,
No.
guitar.
Yes. Bing and Rainier are both varieties of what fruit?
Wait, cherries.
Yes. What is MMA fighter John Jones's nickname?
MMA is pass.
Natasha Romanoff is the name of which Marvel movie character?
The Black Widow.
Yes.
Nice.
Sailor Jack is the mascot that appears on what snack box?
Wait, repeat?
Sailor Jack is the mascot that appears on what snack box?
Jolly Rogers.
No.
Okay. Oh, the veggie snacks? Has
No.
it has that?
No.
It does. Okay, pass.
Did she try to argue with me in the middle of a thing?
She really did. I love Katie.
Yeah, okay. Well,
You know
Katie,
what?
you got 3 correct, and you
Yeah,
sound
see,
a lot like my wife.
Oh,
yeah.
he's gonna kick my ass. You guys have a great day and keep on rocking.
Oh, she's done.
Oh, that's it. Okay, Kate. Kate doesn't even think she's going to win. You could win, Kate.
Yeah, there's always a chance. I
Oh,
mean,
no, come on. Not in a million years.
well,
Oh,
Steve.
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Katie doesn't believe in her abilities, so
I believe in her abilities.
Are you ready to play? Yes. According to Sicilian tradition, what is the only pasta to eat for good luck on New Year's Day?
Oh, lasagna.
Yes. What instrument?
Have some lasagna. Good luck.
What instrument does Queen's Brian May play for the band?
Guitar.
Yes. Bing and Rainier are both varieties of what fruit?
Cherries.
Yes. What is MMA fighter John Jones's nickname?
Bones.
Yes. Natasha Romanoff is the name of which Marvel movie character?
Oh, it's the one that's in the theaters right now. I'm supposed to go see it. Black Widow.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sailor Jack is the mascot that appears on what snack box?
Captain Morgan?
No.
Oh. Sailor. Captain Crunch?
No.
Snack that's on a ship. I don't know. Booties.
Booties?
Booty chips.
old booties.
Booty chips. No. What does an entomologist study?
Skin?
No.
People?
No.
Eyes?
No. Who played Gilligan on Gilligan's Island?
Bob Denver.
Yes, Bob Denver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You win 6-3.
See, it wasn't that much of a schmucking.
Yeah. But I mean,
All right, well, there
Katie
you go.
knew.
Entomology. Come on.
Do you know that one?
Yeah.
What?
And John Denver. No, not John Denver. Wait, what was the question about Gilligan?
Jesus.
But I definitely knew entomology.
Then what is it?
It's cool.
What's the answer?
What's what's entomology?
It's just the entomology. That's the study of
Entomology.
Of bugs.
Yes.
He's right. There you go.
Yeah.
See, she knew.
Yeah, and like arachnids is spiders. I mean,
Yeah, arachnids are spiders, and they're not insects. Oh, good God! Can we just?
Yeah.
Can you just? Can you like press
And the captain's booty, the veggie sticks. They both have the picture. He said the same thing that
I think you're thinking
did.
of Pirate's Booty.
You're thinking
Not
of
the
Pirate's
veggie
Booty.
But I got it wrong.
I don't think that's
you
correct.
guys-
Okay,
yeah,
we
yeah.
both got half. Well, you guys, I'm sorry, I don't mean to take up your time.
No.
Okay.
What do you got planned for the rest of today?
Yeah.
Come again?
What do you have planned for the rest of today?
You mean like what are my plans?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, so Mossmobiles. I make these. I have an injured shoulder, so I'm trying to do rehab, and I have a repetitive injury from packing 110,000 packages with a 98% accuracy rate. But
So does
the
Vicky on her
takedown-
OnlyFans. Sorry.
So I make mobiles, and my thing is bringing the world into balance one mobile at a time while I'm looking for a job.
Huh.
Yeah, well, it's physical therapy. I've been doing it since I went to Girl Scout camp when I was 13.
Wow.
It's just fun for me, and I have a total excuse to like go look for driftwood and go look. I have my minions, the moss minions, my daughter and my kids, and like friends that like they bring me stuff. Anything I can drill a hole in.
Well, your day
No.
sounds way more active than what I got planned.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, I have a lot of other stuff, but I'm not going there. I'm just going to the fun part because you guys are fun and, the fun part.
Well,
you know
fun.
what? I've got to dig a bed. I've got to take the recycling, and then I've got to go deal with them. I do elder care for a 91-year-old and an 89-year-old, and so that's the part that I can't lift stuff with my shoulder, but I do everything that I can for them.
Uh-huh.
And so there's a lot. The day is long, so you might as well, floss your teeth and wash your dishes, and maybe I'll do the same.
All right, then.
Hi.
All right. There she goes. There goes Kate.
Yep.
I like her.
Wow. You like her.
I like her because when I asked about that question, it looked like his brain was going to explode.
I just knew, man.
She sounds like an awesome person.
She sounds like a great person.
Yeah.
Lots of fun stuff going on there. The one question that she did argue about with me during the game was Sailor Jack is the mascot that appears on what snack box?
Yeah.
Sailor Jack.
Oh, yeah, I know who that is.
Cracker Jack.
I was about to say Jack Daniels.
Cracker Jack Daniels, yes.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were so distracted.
Thank you, texters. Someone said, please boot this lady off the phone. She lost. Give Steve his victory song.
Well, you did, and you got the
Thank
victory,
you.
so congratulations.
Kate. Good old Kate. There you go. Yep, that's what it's all about, Kate. Well, it is
So I
time
said,
for...
well, we're really kicking off listeners on the loose, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Oh, yeah. When we say they're on the loose, they're on the loose, and that's exactly what can happen. And, she was upbeat, so she can't get gonged for being up. She was upbeat. But that you can talk about anything. You talk about the day is long, flossing your teeth, whatever you want to talk about. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls, we got your texts. We'll do that at 9:18 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever it is you want to talk about, man, it's that simple. You just get on the phone, you start talking, but remember, Steve does have a rule.
And that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
Listeners on the loose, don't know if I said this, but brought to you by the good folks at Spartan Plumbing. And again, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Oh, here's a good one. Someone just texted in and said, my wife and I were dealing with a massive issue with her older sister. Her older sister is getting married and has gone full on bridezilla. She knows that she knows that we're trying to have a baby, and she asked if we could wait until after her wedding in December to start trying. The reason being is that she doesn't want anyone, quote, stealing her thunder at the wedding.
Wow.
I think her sister's nuts.
Yeah.
My sister, my wife, I think he says the sister, she agrees, but it's a long text. That's the gist of it, though.
Yeah, that used to be... I don't know that's not a common issue is somebody not wanting to have the attention taken away from them by another sibling at their wedding. And usually it's a female sibling, but I feel like that's an old problem. Like, we're cooler now, aren't we, as people?
I like that you say that, but here it is, 2021. This poor woman is dealing with this with her sister. They're saying, hey, no, I don't want you stealing my thunder.
Yeah, it's too bad. I just feel like that, really, you're still worried about that kind of crap? So what if your sister's pregnant during your wedding? Big deal.
It seems a little weird.
It's still your wedding.
The only time I think it would be a problem is if she were to announce that she was pregnant at her wedding. That would be a jerk move. But really, she's that insecure. I don't know. Can you divorce your sister? Is that possible? Can you divorce a sibling?
But how about you, let's just say, look, as someone who went through having a difficult time having a kid, you're not going to tell us when to put things on pause. If I don't know what their story is, maybe their story is that they're ready to rock, and as soon as they try, baby's going to come. But, for all we know, maybe they've been trying for a while. So all of a sudden you're going to tell them to hold off because you don't want your sister having a bump, like a baby bump in I would imagine she's going to be one of the bridesmaids.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but if you really are that much of an attention person, that you need that much attention, that the wedding is really all about attention. I mean, isn't the wedding supposed to be about the fact that you're going to be marrying this person and you're celebrating the fact that we're going to spend our lives together? Not that, I get all the attention. That's why.
No, it's to be a princess.
Oh, I thought the wedding was all about the open bar. I did
That's
it
it.
wrong. Mm-hmm. And magicians and ice sculptures.
Well,
Fantastic.
yeah, I got news for you. If my daughter or my son said, yeah, blah, blah, blah to the other about that, I would have a strong talk with that person going, guess who's not having a wedding if you keep that attitude up?
I say just keep trying. Don't say anything. And then if she gets pregnant and you guys show up, I don't know if they see each other a lot, if they're like out of town or something along those lines, just be like, hey, I had a big lunch. And that's why I got the guts going.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like they've already made the announcement. Everyone's going to know that the sister's pregnant anyway. So it's like by the time the wedding happens, the pregnancy's old news if they announce they're pregnant. It's so dumb.
Yeah, the whole thing is stupid.
Yeah, all of it's just so dumb.
I don't understand how people lose their minds. Like you hear, there's Reddit threads just for bridezillas, and there's this television show Bridezilla, and it's just like you just kind of wonder, like, man, you seems like such a stereotypical bridezilla. Don't you think that you should stop yourself? Like, oh my gosh, I'm becoming that person.
Yeah. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I like this question. Someone said, do you guys ever go on Facebook memories to see the dumb essay you used to write? And if so, do you delete it? LOL.
Yes and yes.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, now I'm curious. What was some of the... I do enjoy going to my Facebook memories almost every day just to see where my mind was at 12, 13 years ago, because it's always so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a lot angrier 12 or 13 years ago.
No.
That's what I'm noticing.
Really?
Yeah, I know you guys, it's a surprise, but yeah.
Let's go back to... All right, let's go back to 12 years ago on this date for me.
All right, what you do 12
Let me know
years ago.
if I should delete this. It just says, I farted mid-stride on the elliptical machine at the gym. It was humiliating and awesome all at once.
No, you keep that.
Okay, keep
Yeah,
that one. Yeah,
that stays.
I got 4 solid likes on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always got to keep the fart posts.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, see that? You know what? You have nothing to be ashamed of. Meanwhile, my entire pretty much Facebook career is to be ashamed of. 12
9 years ago, we had Bob Saget in studio.
Oh, that's
It was
fun.
9 years ago?
8 years ago, we had Candlebox in studio.
Wow. I don't remember having Candlebox in studio. We had Candlebox in studio?
Yeah, they did Far Behind. Remember they performed it live?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've even talked about that on the air.
Dude, I have
many
totally...
times, yeah.
Remember, because we interviewed Kevin Martin for our 50th anniversary. I hope I didn't say it's good having you on for the first time.
No, I mean, during that interview, I even mentioned the time that they performed in studio with us.
Oh, did you? Well, you know what? I forgot
Thanks for
that too.
listening, man.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
available probably online. I can get you a link to the interview if you want.
Yeah, you ought to. Wow.
Yeah, look at that right there.
Anyone
I
else
really
have some
felt
good-
like I'd never met Kevin Martin before. Oh, dang. All right, well.
No, you even brought up on the air multiple times, like how it was like surreal, like being like just one person away from him.
I probably
sang.
did it
No, I
at the
know you
time,
did.
but then, then you forget things, obviously.
8 years ago, I am pretty sure I have had hummus every day this week. I don't have an issue with this. Others may, however.
Wow, that's some deep thoughts right there.
It's pretty on brand for me.
10 years
Yeah.
ago for me, mission haircut today. It may be intense.
What the hell are we thinking?
Were you
Yeah.
cutting a mullet?
I got
Social media is so stupid.
10 years ago. Ugh, someone save me. I don't want to sleep. And then the Z's for sleeping. I don't
Were
even
you
know.
trying to
what
get banged or something?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
How do you find your memories? I mean, I usually get it notified in my feed,
you
but I
click
don't know
on
how
memories.
to find it by my own.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Go on the bottom right. There's that little picture of your face.
I see that, yeah.
You click on that, and then
Okay.
like 3 or 4 things down, it says memories.
Oh, wait, little thing on my face on my phone?
Yeah.
I see the menu. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is
Okay.
your face on there?
No, I got 3 lines.
Oh.
They don't give me my face.
You
on
don't
my
have your
phone.
image on there?
No, not in that area that I'm supposed to click.
Oh, boy.
But anyway.
That's the problem.
All right, so now I go to friends, events, groups, notifications. Oh, memories. Here we go. I got 3 on this day. Don't tell Steve Miggs because he'll try to rock roll me. That's all I got. Oh, it was because we're talking about Melania Trump was doing a rickroll or somebody rickrolled her. And I said, don't tell anybody because Steve will then try to rock roll me because you always used to go, it doesn't matter what you think.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Oh,
just
memories.
Yeah, so that's what happened 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And then it says here, 7 years ago, I just watched the Radio Cowboy episode. Oh, for Mark Maron. Wow, that was when Mark Maron had a TV show.
Oh, that's right. He did have one.
Yeah, and Phil, he had Phil Hendry on, and Phil Hendry played pretty much a down and out radio guy. He didn't play himself. He played a radio guy who had a down and out, not such a great career.
So it sounds like BJ should just keep all of his memories because you forget when we have people in studio. That's a good point.
It's so true, dude. I mean, it is so true. People ask me, who'd you have on? I go, I really need to make a list. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm very jealous of myself 6 years ago because on this day, 6 years ago, I was at the Acropolis.
Ooh. Man, how do you get in that Wayback Machine?
Right? And then it's like Acropolis was a blast. Now we're doing karaoke. Hashtag steak and boobs. Hashtag I love these guys.
Yeah, so you got to keep those.
Yeah.
Oh, so what, they do a karaoke at the Acropolis?
No, we went to a karaoke bar after the fact.
Ah, there we go. All right.
10 years ago for me, chicken McNugget sushi. What's wrong with that?
Oh, did we go to Trappers or something?
No, 10 years ago.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because they have like that Thunderbird roll that has a chicken nugget inside of it.
Maybe that's what it was then. I
Very
don't
prophetic
remember.
of you. Yeah. You weren't even living here yet.
No. But what's wrong with that?
Wow, we are exciting people on Facebook, aren't we?
No, I don't feel so bad about farting on the elliptical anymore. I'll tell you that, guys. I still want to know. Hey, with the Kraken, a lot of people texting in about the Kraken, and obviously with the big expansion draft happening on Wednesday, said, Steve, did you notice that the Capitals did not protect Alex Ovechkin? Yeah, I did see that. They're not. He's an unrestricted free agent. It's just they're in the middle of negotiating with him, so they cannot protect him while they're negotiating. It's a loophole thing between all that, but he has final say over wherever he would go. So unless like they worked a deal when they're like Alex will take you and you come with, he's just going to say no anyway. So they're not going to pick someone that's just going to say no. That's a wasted draft pick then.
Oh, I see. So even with an expansion draft, some people can say no if they're picked.
Well, because they're releasing all the people that they're protecting, but he's not yet signed with them. So technically, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a loophole in there. It's super.
Oh, I see. So they're just using their loophole in order to. So that's kind of, honestly, that sucks because then they don't have to pick another player. I suppose. I mean, that's what you do. You try to find ways to be able to. In other words, they would have to pick another player to not protect, right?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess then, I mean, I can't blame strategists for figuring that out, but that does suck.
Right. That would be crazy though. If all of a sudden, like, we're taking them anyway. And then there's going to be like that weirdness.
So it's one player per team, right, Steve?
Yep. So they have to take X amount of forwards and defensemen, 3 goalies, but one player from every team. And there's a website out there called capfriendly.com where you can actually like pick out your expansion team. And I try to see what I could do. Like, dude, I don't know how Ron Francis is going to pull this off because it makes my brain hurt even when I'm just doing it for fun. Like, how do you give up on this guy? And instead of pick one player from each team, except for Vegas, they're exempt from this expansion draft that's going on. But my cap, I already went $8 million over my cap, and
did you?
I haven't finished picking players yet. BJ.
Oh boy!
So I'm at $88.9 million.
How many do we get to pick, Steve? Because there are 30. We're gonna get 30 choices.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna take 30 players, right? We'll take less than that.
No, we're taking 30 players.
Oh, we will take all 30. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, after that, you see what happens. But yeah, they have to draft one player from each team. That's why people are like. What if they do? They have to draft 3 goalies. Like that's part of the expansion rules.
Gotcha.
You have to draft 9 defensemen and 14 forwards.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll have to draft one from every team, and then that's when all the craziness will happen with like the draft, the entry draft, and then trades and all that and signings as well.
So, and like you said, they could draft Ovechkin, but he can say, I have it in my contract that I can say no to your draft.
And yeah, man, it gets super. I get lost in the woods with the exact technicalities of it all, but basically, in a nutshell, yeah.
Damn. Alrighty. Well, it's worth a try. I say do it. And that's why I'm not Ron Francis. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls, more of your texts. We'll do that at 9:34 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. Let's go to Dan in Seattle. Dan, you are on The Rock.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yo. Not too bad, Dan. What you got for us, buddy?
I got a bad neighbor story about myself, and then I need to ask you guys a food question after that if I can.
We always have time for a food question.
All right. So what you're saying is you were the bad neighbor.
Yeah, and me and my roommates are the bad neighbors. You know, I always tell people that if you can't afford to go to a good university or you're not smart enough, the next best thing is to rent a house with a bunch of people right next to a university. And that's what we did in our late teens through our early 20s. And now that I'm 40, now I see how terrible we were. And I'm a homeowner, and if I had neighbors like myself, I can't imagine how bad it would be.
Yeah. Boy, yeah. You know what? Nothing like a little age and wisdom to really show you who you were. What did you do? What made you a bad neighbor?
Well, we lived there for about 3 years, which is surprising that we made it that long. But I had a buddy that had a sound company. And so when we would have parties over there, he would bring over the big speaker cabinet.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And I remember the first time I had to leave the house during a party and come back, and I was about a block away coming up the street, and you could clearly hear the music, like a block down. But I still remember one time we had an alley. We lived in Denver, and we had an alley behind our house, and we all shared dumpsters. And I remember I was taking a bunch of beer boxes out there one day, and a buddy of mine was on the other side of the fence in my backyard, and the lady came up to me. She had to have been about 80 years old, and she walked right up to me, and she looked at the boxes, and she just said, she looks at me, and she says, "What'd you have, another beer party?"
Beer party.
I remember coming home one time, and a couple of my roommates, a package, this was around Christmas time, a package had gotten delivered to our house by mistake. And my roommates, being the awesome people that they were, decided to go ahead and crack it open. And I still have images of my 22-year-old roommate, who was about 6'2", walking around with Buzz Lightyear pajamas on that were probably made for like a 7-year-old.
Oh, there we go. Oh, and some poor 7-year-old going, oh!
Yeah. And I had a roommate
for Christmas.
I had a neighbor that gave me a car. He had one of those old station wagons where the seats face backwards in the back and all that stuff. The thing had been sitting in front of his house for like 2 years, and finally they moved out, and he says, "Hey, you want that car?" I said, "Sure." He says, "I'll give it to you for free." He says, "I don't know how well it runs or anything like that." I said, "Oh, no, cool, man." And so he left. I put the keys in it, and me and my buddy went up to put some air in the tires, and when we were coming back, the brakes stopped working. Yeah, wow. And so we decided that we were just going to circle around until it went slow enough to where we could hit the driveway and then just pull the e-brake. And so somehow, some way, when we hit that driveway, we picked up speed. And I went to pull the e-brake, and it was one of those ones where, like, the handle was in the dash. And I pulled the handle, and the handle just broke off in my hand.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And we drove straight through the garage into the backyard. And when I came out, one of the neighbors was just sitting on his step with his arms folded, just looking at me. And he just turned and went back inside.
I'd love to hear the conversation he had inside of his house. You won't believe our moron neighbor.
Dude, I know when we moved, I think that whole neighborhood probably had a celebration. But, you know, it was right near the college, so they should be used to it, you know?
So what's the food question?
Okay, so I grew up in Denver. I've been out here for about 5 years now. I cannot find a Mexican restaurant out here that serves green chili or even knows what it is to save my life. Does anybody or a listener or anybody know a place where I can get good green chili here?
Cactus.
Taco Bell.
Cactus, really?
Yeah. Cactus restaurants. They have one in downtown Seattle, and they also have one on in West Seattle. They have New Mexico.
I've been in that place. That place is good.
Yeah, it's super good. And they have chimayo enchiladas, which it's New Mexico red chili, but then they also work in some of their green chili as well. And then there's also some good places in Portland too, which obviously 3-hour drive.
Oh, that's a drive.
But they have some they have restaurants down there, and I don't remember the names of them right now, but I know that they have like huge New Mexico flags and stuff. And I'm just going to say this: New Mexico green chili is better than Colorado green chili. Sorry, bye.
Wow,
it's a huge feud, so he probably got
it. I'll check out Cactus. Thank you.
Is it a bigger feud than the JP Patches versus the other guy from JP
Horse
Patches?
Buddies?
Probably.
Winky the clown, man.
Oh, wow. All right, now we got Winky involved.
Oh, Winky. I thought you said Squinky. I'm like, who the hell is Squinky?
Oh, dear.
No, our TV clown out there was Blinky.
Blinky.
Oh, Blinky. Ah, yeah. We had Willie Whistle in Boston.
Well, everybody's got one, huh?
Yeah, they do.
Clowns. Everybody's got one.
Just like an opinion. Everybody's got one. There you go. Appreciate the call, Dan. There you go.
Hey, speaking of food, somebody texted in with their review of the Snickles. They said, hey, everybody, my wife and I tried the Snickles on Friday, which is a Snickers bar stuffed inside of a hollowed-out pickle. And it said, super surprisingly good. Wow, mind-blowing combination. See, that's how it was for us. I fully anticipated to hate every second of biting into that, and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
I almost feel bad not trying one. Almost,
yeah.
Yeah. I think there's enough good food out there that I don't have to have any FOMO about this.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think you need to worry about going to your grave one day without trying a Snickle.
That's what I'll have on my grave. Never got to try a Snickle.
I do have good news, though.
What's that?
As of yesterday, I went to the grocery store and picked up all supplies to try the Kool-Aid pickle.
Yay!
So I got to let them sit for a few days.
Okay, that's something I'm not going to try either.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty good.
I got all kinds of flavors, though.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm sure, you know what, you got your guinea pigs and Steve and Danny. They try anything.
100%. I can't wait to try. I forgot we even talked about that.
It wasn't on the Facebook memory.
It wasn't. Maybe it will be in a year.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. All right.
A few other people are saying about a green chili place, Slim's Last Chance, which is in the Soto area.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I forgot about them.
A place called Black Zia Cantina in Burien.
I just did a quick search, and they look like they're permanently closed.
Well, all right, then head on over to Everett for the New Mexican.
There you go. I didn't even know that place.
Ooh, you got to go there, Danny.
Yeah,
because you're a New Mexican.
I am.
I have been there. I was really hungover, but the nachos were delicious.
The New Mexican?
Yes. I definitely recommend.
And also,
I feel like...
I was going to say, also, too, around August, a lot of the stores up here actually do Hatch green chili from New Mexico nowadays. So you have to...
Oh, that's what it is? It's the Hatch green chili?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what that is. I never realized it was the Hatch. It was the same thing. Oh, yeah, that's tasty.
And it's usually only in stores for about 2 months. But, like, if you're from New Mexico or if you want to try it, they usually do it in stores these days. So
I feel like there's a brand of chip or a brand of popcorn that uses Hatch green chili flavoring.
I'm sure there is. Vicky found some from, where is it, Trader Joe's mac and cheese with green chili?
Yeah, they have a frozen mac and cheese, which is delicious with green chilies. Very much recommend.
I feel like you should be throwing the word Hatch in there because that one I knew and I didn't realize. Because, I mean, if that's what they are, Hatch green chilies, how come they don't always say that? Because I just thought it was a different thing altogether.
Maybe it's just quicker to just say green chili.
Yeah, and there's different kinds of green chili. There's like the Anaheim green chilies. There's but the ones that from New Mexico are from Hatch, New Mexico, Hatch green chili.
Well, that's why they're saying Hatch because those are the really good ones from New Mexico. That makes now I'm starting to get it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty famous. Well, you know what? Now I feel badly because I didn't know Hatch was in New Mexico. Yeah, they're pretty good chili. Sorry about that, Danny. That's bad.
Did you guys talk about John Cena's big return last night or the S show that the Peacock Network was last night? So yesterday they did a Money in the Bank. John Cena made his big return. I almost woke my wife up because I was so excited. And she's like, thanks.
Oh, okay.
She says, you really were going to wake me up? I'm like, I just needed someone to talk to about it.
Wow.
She's like, I'm so glad you did. And I'm like, I'm glad I didn't either. But before that, Peacock, which now has the WWE Network on there, they had some massive glitches to the point where it looked like scrambled porn. It was unbearable to watch. And the entire internet's been blowing up about it when it was happening.
Wow.
And everyone's like, I didn't realize I'm back to high school trying to descramble porn again. It was like glitching.
Brutal.
And it was just like, eventually you just had to turn it off and turn it back on, which is always the easy fix for everything.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. Digital is that way. So
so frustrating.
So everybody was having that same issue, but turning it off and turning it on again, that fixed it.
Eventually, the word was getting out. Like, hey, just X out of it and then just leave that app and then come back to it.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with a lot of stuff, Steve. I won't mention any other names, but I've been having some issues with apps from other new companies that aren't Netflix and haven't been around a long time. And they're going, hey, try our service. Try this. We're the new streamer. And their app is just garbage on certain situations because, well, I think they're relatively new to this space and Peacock having a similar problem.
What's your threshold? Like, how long will you go until you finally just say, screw this, I'm done?
Oh, man.
Couple minutes?
I won't watch something that's unwatchable for more than like a minute. But I'll go into troubleshooting mode, and I have multiple devices, so I'll go, all right, well, I'm on a Samsung's TV, and maybe Samsung's blank app isn't working, so let me go try to Apple TV, and maybe it'll be working better on that.
Yeah,
that's what I end up doing.
It becomes an obsession for me. It's not even so much of like, I want to watch this anymore. It's, I want to fix this so I can watch this. I might not even care about the show. I just need to fix it.
Dude, how great is it that with social media saves your life, though? Because, like, at first I thought it was an issue with my own setup. Like, I was like, oh, something's wrong with me. But then I go on social media and everyone's bitching. And I'm like, okay, that at least makes me a little less crazy like you would be, Rev, about getting it fixed. I'm like, okay.
Totally, yeah.
You know, it's like, well, it's everyone's problem. Then I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that if it's everyone's problem and not just mine.
It really is the ultimate fix. I mean, it was the ultimate joke on the IT crowd, but anything digital, which is pretty much everything today, if you're having a problem, the easiest fix is just to shut it off, maybe unplug it from power, and then wait 30 seconds and put it back and it usually fixes almost like 90% of the time. So that's the first thing I do. Whenever anybody goes, well, blah, 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 I go, just unplug it.
Yep.
I mean,
no, it's so true, though. I was trying to blow into my phone, but that wasn't working. That worked, back in the day.
Blow harder. Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. We have a big question that needs to be answered since we fixed the Peacock problem. What do Ryan Castle and waffles have in common? I'll tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and waffles have in common?
Sticky with syrup.
Yeah.
Vicky liked that.
A lot of Steve likes them with syrup. Texture coming in.
Yeah.
Syrup drizzled on both. And both leave Steve's face sticky.
Jelly or syrup? I prefer syrup.
Yeah.
While I like peanut butter.
Yeah, that's strong. Peanut butter and syrup.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
100%.
That's a strong combination right there.
Don't think I've tried that before. That's interesting.
What?
Slice up
BJ,
some bananas, too.
Lived, brother.
Slice some bananas, too. Forget about it.
All right. Well,
you don't even want to leave your house.
If you guys prepare it for me, I'll try anything. But make it with these new Eggos. I don't know if you heard Eggos releasing Eggoji waffles, which come in boxes of 10s with 6 different emoji designs. That's why they're Eggojis.
Did I have the poop emoji?
No, and they really should because they're trying to raise money for charity, and I think the poop emoji would have sold a ton of these.
I would totally eat a poop emoji waffle.
All you're supposed to do is take a photo of your Eggoji waffles, use the hashtag Eggoji not kid hungry. That's a hell of a hashtag. And
it rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
It really does. Eggo says they'll donate up to 100 breakfasts per post to No Kid Hungry.
When your heart is in the right place, but your head isn't attached to it.
Yeah, exactly. The poop emoji should be in there. And should be in Brian Castle, too. But he's got a 12-pack. Maybe there is a poop emoji in there.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
Is he super lucky, or does he just play every contest he sees? Thousands and thousands of contests.
Well, obviously, he's super lucky because he's got me.
Yes, of course. The ultimate prize.
I walked right into that one. All right. Christina wins. Well, it's true. That's the breast prize. He's got all the good prizes.
Did you say the breast prize?
It said the breast prize.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at WeConsiderWA.org.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.